Yes. Logic. Logic, ego, judgment, and observation. Let's go back to logic. Logic is a mechanism. It's a tool. It's something that you use to simplify. It's something that you use to simplify a situation, subject, or object to come to a form of conclusion immediately, quickly. Observation is something that you just observe. It just is what it is. It has no form of pre-existing assumption or perception attached to it. Judgment is based on the foundation of the programming prior to what you're looking at or to what you're so-called judging. What did I say? Logic, judgment, observation, and what was the other one? It was four, I said, I think. Logic, judgment, observation, and ego. Ego is a survival mechanism. All humans, see, animals don't have ego. Only so-called humans have ego because that ego is based off your personal programming. See, a dog walks down the street. It doesn't get shy because you're looking at him sniff the doo-doo. He doesn't get embarrassed about that. You see, because he's a dog. All he has is instinct. And he has the four reptilian aspects of the brain. Feed, fight, fornicate, and flight. You see? So, ego doesn't exist for that dog, but it exists for you. Oh, man, I can't go outside wearing this. Oh, man, let me not say that. Oh, man, they're going to think this of me. And what is that? That's you judging yourself or judging someone else who plans to judge you. These things are boxes and limitations that's put upon us. Observation is completely different. I look at a dog coming down the street. Let's say I don't know what it is. Nobody has called it a. By the way, that's another form of programming. See, we don't look at it as in the depths as we should, as gods should. There's something in the air above your head right now. What is it? You're outside. Something in the air. And I'm looking at what is that? What are you looking at? What do you assume it is in the sky?
What, above my head?
You're outside in nature. Uh-huh. I look up and I say, "Whoa, what's that above your head going across the sky?"
Clouds.
Clouds? Okay, well, clouds is a lot of them. I'm talking about when I'm looking at something. I'm like, whoa, look at it. It's going. Look at it going over there. What might it be?
A bird.
A bird, right? Well, wait a second. What is a bird? Who called it a bird? Who named it bird? And who told you that's what a bird does? That's a box. See, you're absolutely right by both of our perceptions and programming about what a bird is. Because I've been programmed the same way just like you. But I could call that in the air going in the sky a screwdriver. What makes me wrong? Because your programming contradicts, or mine I should say, contradicts your programming. So if from a baby I've been taught that birds are screwdrivers and screwdrivers are birds, what makes me wrong? What makes you right? You see what I'm saying? So now we're battling programmings. But what's the observation? The observation is there is a being or species in the air that is capable of suspending itself in the air. How does it do that? Now we're in the realm of observation. And as I get deeper in the realm of observation, I begin to learn the technical aspects and mechanisms of what I'm observing in order to either imitate it or recreate it instead of just judging what it is. You see, when I look at a person, I'll just judge how they look or what they are, blah, 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 blah. That's what leads me to not learn from them. When I just observe them and then I hear them talk, hey, say that again. He could be fucking knee deep in garbage. But I'm still going to listen to him because I haven't judged him yet. I've only observed him. And you see, I don't know what the man does. I don't know what he has, what he doesn't have. But because I see him in what we call garbage, already my judgment has said this man knows nothing. You cannot learn anything from him. So I walk past him. But when I use observation, I wait till he speaks. And then I go, okay, I become curious and I provoke questioning. And therefore, I begin to accumulate information from a source that's usually assumed to know nothing. And why? Because of my programming, because of my judgment. So, yeah, when we talk about judgment, observation, and ego, we have to know that that's one of our biggest problems is first and foremost, we do not know the definition of nothing. I hear people use words all the time. They have no clue what it means. They don't understand the concepts. There's no separation in them. You see, there's only emotion behind it. The highest civilizations had no technology. The more laws you have, the lower you are in existence.
I agree.
You see? The more I got to tell you what not to do, the more beastly you must be.
Absolutely.
You see? So the goal always is, when I'm constantly talking about ascension, what am I talking about? Ascension goes beyond humanity. Ascension doesn't come with the accumulation of more shit. No, you don't need more technology to ascend. You don't need more Gucci bags to ascend. You don't need more books to ascend. You don't need any of that. Those things are small forms of tools that are able to either light your pathway or lead you down a pathway or help you build up a foundation to stand on in order to ascend in the first place. And they're always at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. They're your pre-K, kindergarten little books and puzzles. After that, you have endless levels of what we call ascension. But yeah, do you understand what I mean when I'm talking about observation and logic and just okay, cool,
I understand everything. Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, man, I woke up today, brother. It's like sometimes, and like I said, I just brand new manifestation. I just manifested a whole nother spot now that I just moved into. Perfect, beautiful, everything in my head, in my mind, I should say, that I said that I wanted, and it manifested itself at light speed. And I woke up today and I said, damn, I looked around, and sometimes I amaze myself temporarily forgetting that what we have been programmed with, this belief of hard work, this belief of needing to struggle, this belief of resistance is necessary, this belief of perseverance, so on and so forth, all the cliche lines that we've been given. Because if we look at other groups of people, they don't get programmed with the same cliche lines. They're not told you can't be nothing without super duper hard work. They're not told that type of stuff. We're told that type of stuff. And every day I watch my manifestations. Every day I manifest new things. I realize I'm getting further and further and further away from using any effort whatsoever. And I begin to solidify and confirm that the manifestations that are being created by my mind every second of the day are my creations. And I truly am a God. Not the God, but a God. And understanding what is a God. A God is nothing but a scientist. A God is nothing but an accumulator of knowledge, an accumulator of wisdom through experience. When I say a God is a scientist, I mean that literally, because a God understands the manipulation of the elements of whatever realm or dimension that they're in. And they're able to manipulate those elements into the form of their benefit or into the construction of a new form of civilization or existence or environment. That's what a God is. God ain't no motherfucker sitting on a cloud. God ain't nobody in a white robe. God ain't nobody with a big beard and big dick and balls somewhere in a section of the universe. It's pretty much a being or something in existence that understands the realm of observation, has the capability to manipulate elements, and is a constant seeker of the knowing or of knowledge. We're all born with intelligence, which is proof that we all have God in us, or God is there, or we are God. So that's the evidence in itself. What is intelligence? It's another thing people don't understand. Knowledge, intelligence, smart, education. They think all of these things are clumped in the same thing. Intelligence is a form of knowingness already activated. To put it in the most simplest way, a baby is born without being taught to suckle the breasts. A baby is born without being taught to cry from a discomfort. As you grow up and you hit puberty, you are already aware that you are built as a young boy to penetrate a young girl without being taught. Doing it the most efficient way or non-efficient, that's different. Now you have to be taught. But knowing what you have to do, or knowing what your purpose or your function is, that's intelligence. A tree outside right now, naturally, without needing to do anything other than just be a tree, takes in carbon dioxide and brings out oxygen. That's what intelligence is. Knowledge is accumulation of information that is accumulated through the seeking and through the desire of it. Wisdom is the accumulation of information through experience. So when we break down the differences between these words and between what we're using, we can define them more correctly and use them much more precisely instead of, this might be my customer right here, more precisely